Welcome to Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting, and this is the fifth and final video in my in this particular large bug out bag. As you can see, the outside, I've finally got everything on it, and I have the large military pup tent right there. I've got the 50 feet of climbing rope on it. And on this side, you can see that I have, it's a water container. I have a bunch of clips, and I have the zip tie handcuffs. And on the other side, I have another water container, and I have a bunch of 550 cord. So this is the complete ruck. The last time I weighed it, it weighed about 70 pounds, completely full. Now, 70 pounds isn't really that rough for me. Right now, I'm 49 years old. I'm definitely not in the best shape of my life, but I'm also not in massively bad shape either. But 70 pounds isn't that bad for me at this point. I can still lug that. But the point is I don't necessarily have to carry that. I have a travois made of PVC pipe that attaches to a bicycle. Now, I'm not talking about a motorbike or anything. I'm a bicycle. So that way, if anything occurs, I can load everything onto that bicycle, the travois on the bicycle. I also have a 2-liter bottle boat that I can attach to the travois, and then I can set everything, all of my gear and stuff inside the boat, and then I can carry it that away on the travois with the bicycle. So even though that pack in particular weighs 70 pounds, it also does not have an extensive first aid kit. It does not have an extensive hygiene kit, and it does not have an extensive food kit within that. Those are all separate entities that I'll deal with later. Now, if I was to actually take this out, some items in there would come out and other items would go in, including a first aid kit, some hygiene, more hygiene items, and foods. But as I said before, I don't like to store my foods within this kit because it gets placed in an area that, you know, quite frankly, could draw rodents and things to that nature, and I don't necessarily want that to occur. So that is the kit as shown in the 5 series bug out bag kit. And also I can do a kit, or I can do an episode on my hygiene. I can do an episode on my food storage. I can do an episode on my first aid storage. If that's something that people would be interested in seeing, kind of a kit specifically designed for that. A lot of my kits I store in tote boxes because, as I said, bugging in is okay for me, and I can do that. I would be willing to do that for maybe 3 or 4 months at best. But after that, I'm going to be mobile. I'm going to be on the move, and at that point, most of my food supply would probably be dwindled down, and hopefully not my hygiene or my first aid kits. But I have many different kits, and a lot of my kits are stored in tote boxes because, like I said, I have a built 2-liter bottle boat, which I will show you in another video when the weather gets nice. I'll take it out and I'm going to take it apart because I'm going to rebuild. I'm going to build a new one. So I'll deconstruct the 2-liter bottle boat and do a video on that to kind of show you the reverse of how to build it. So as far as that goes, this is my general kit, one of my large general ruck kits. So thank you for watching. Feel free to comment, give me, your ideas. And like I said before, that's not a set standard. That's not something that, it has to be in there, it doesn't have to be in there. I change that stuff out periodically, just on whims. I'll get it out and decide, okay, I've learned this helps, this doesn't help, and so on and so forth. And I change that stuff out. And there's a lot of stuff on there that I truly know I don't have to have. My idea behind the whole thing is I would rather have too much stuff than not enough stuff, because I can always ditch items that I'm not going to need or use if it becomes too encumbering, but I can't pick up items that aren't there. So I would rather have too much stuff to begin with and just be able to ditch it than to not carry enough of stuff and then not have it when I need it. So that's really my concept of the whole thing. That's why I have multiple copies of items in this kit and in other kits, so that I can have 1, 2, 3 different items in different locations, so that if I do ever become encumbered to the point where I can't really move effectively, I can always dump stuff, which isn't a horrible thing, but I can't necessarily pick it up if it's not there. So thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcrafting. Please comment, please subscribe.